Well, here we are at the Pie Hole. We're still in the Arts District, and we are on Traction and 3rd.
So, are you the art piece, or is the Pie Hole the art piece?
Oh, the pie is the art. The pie is the art.
Well, earlier this morning we were there when they were making all the pies.
Oh, all that baking, you bet.
Boy. So, why is it called the Pie Hole?
Well, they were gonna call it the whole pie, but they got it backwards.
You know what we ought to do? We ought to duck in the hole and eat the pie.
Yes.
Savor the coffee.
Yeah.
And see what's going
coffee
on.
too. Love the coffee.
You know what I should do? Let's go in and try it out.
Yes. Hey everybody, I am delighted to be standing talking with my new friend Lindsay. Hi Lindsay.
Hello.
We're at the Pie Hole.
Yes.
And why are we here? Who are you to this place?
I am a founder and owner of the Pie Hole. We are family owned and run.
Yeah, tell me about what kind of pies you got in there.
Well, you know, when we decided to open the Pie Hole, obviously we knew Los Angeles. We needed to do the classics, but also some unique pies.
Yes.
Everything we bake fresh by hand every day.
Here, let me see.
These hands.
You still got some flour there, some flour, yeah.
So we do a small menu, but we feel like we have something for everybody.
Yes.
And we have a mixture of unique pies,
Yes.
pies we've invented, and then
Give me
classics.
one that you've invented.
Well, we did invent the Earl Grey tea pie.
The Earl Grey tea.
Yes.
Does that have Earl Grey tea in it?
We actually steep Earl Grey tea
Yes.
on the stove for over 24 hours.
Are you kidding me?
And then infuse it into a white chocolate mousse.
Who has 24 hours? Who stands up for 24 hours and watches the water boil?
Well, you know, that's what they get paid for in the kitchen, right? That's why we make no money.
That's fantastic. What else should I go in there looking for?
So Earl Grey for sure, that's sort of what we're known for.
Yeah.
And seasonal is how we've focused our menu.
Fantastic.
So we say if it's not in season in Southern California, it's not good, and we're not going to put on the menu.
Love
so
hearing.
If it's not local, we really don't use it. We roast our beans locally.
For coffee.
For our coffee program,
Yes.
and everything that we source is local.
Where'd the name come from?
So that's great. So as we were sitting around, I love when people ask us about the name because people have a wild imagination when it comes to the name. As we were sitting around Thanksgiving 2010, picture this.
Yes.
My family has a cabin in Michigan, and my mother-in-law Becky
Yeah.
came out with her husband to spend it with my family.
Sure.
She baked pies.
Yes.
I famously said, "Oh my gosh, we should open a pie hole. I mean, a pie shop."
A pie shop.
And so then we said, "Well, what would we name it?" And the very first thing that we came up with was the Pie Hole, because she always loved that saying, "Shut your pie hole." So my husband, of course,
Oh.
says it's because she liked to tell her kids to shut up a lot. So
Meaning shut your mouth.
shut your mouth, right?
Yes.
It is slang for your mouth. But we did know from the very beginning that we only wanted to sell pie.
Yes.
We didn't want to sell anything else. So
Of course.
the Pie Hole just made sense, and it stuck.
It sounds like a wonderful business. I sort of thought it was the whole pie and you got it backwards.
Right, well, some people do spell it W-H-O-L-E. Yeah.
But that's a mistake. You know what? Steve is inside doing who knows what with some pies, and I think we better see what he's doing before who knows what happens to him.
Sounds good.
Let's check.
Before we give him a job.
That's true.
So my favorite pies to make are the Bananas Foster and the Earl Grey Mousse. And they're both very unique flavors. You don't find them that often. And they're surprising and fun, and it's a discovery. So even making them and then tasting them, it's kind of the same for the customer or for the chef. The serial killer, again, it's one of the fun things. You just look at it and it's like, you know, fun. It's a pie, it has vanilla wafers for the crust, it then has cheesecake and fruity pebbles. So it's supposed to be something you eat and you're like, this tastes like the bowl of fruity pebbles and the bottom of the cereal bowl when you were a kid. It was your favorite part. We're a family here, we really are. So even with our idiosyncrasies and maybe a little dysfunction, we really do work well together. Eat at the Pie Hole, you won't regret it.
We're here in the cutting room.
Yes.
So we've seen all how the pies were put together and made this morning. Now's the time for the social graces.
So, always have to have the gloves on when we're handling product. So I am a professional, but you are not. So we're going to help with our nifty pie cutting.
This looks like I'm on a shooting range for crying out loud.
So here's the deal. These are 9-inch pies that we like to cut into 6 slices.
So what kind of pie is this?
Oh, this is the serial killer pie. So,
Serial killer pie. Only in Southern California would you get a serial killer
that's
pie.
right.
Wait.
First of all, you always have to stay ahead of the slice, is what I like to say. So we want to be innovators. We want to be the best pie shop in the world.
Wait, you're gonna give me a knife to cut into a serial
That's
killer
right.
pie.
There's a lot of death themes here. So listen.
That's why they put the gloves on me.
We have my mother-in-law's cheesecake recipe is awesome. It's more dense, more like a New York cheesecake than like Cheesecake Factory. So we decided to take the cheesecake, mix it in with the Fruity Pebbles, which I think you saw that this already in the kitchen.
A lot of bubbles.
And we put it on a Nilla wafer crust because who doesn't love Nilla wafers? And then we're going to add the the frosted flakes to the top of it. You can do that part. There you go.
These are real flakes.
These are real flakes.
So you're a flaky woman.
I have been told. So I'm gonna put this knife in your hand and see how you do.
So I have to cut. All right.
So follow the lines.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right. How do you start in the middle?
I like to start straight down the middle.
Look at that.
Okay, let's see how you did. That's not bad. That's
Really?
not bad. I'm pretty impressed with
Well,
that.
I'm supposed to drive with only my glasses on. It didn't say cut pies. No.
All right, so now the second cut's the most important.
The second cut is the most
That's
important.
right.
All right.
Because you can still save yourself from this point.
Yeah, I got you, baby!
I would not want to put a knife in this man's hand. All right, excellent
Wait.
job. All right.
Now,
Like, you know, at home and stuff like that. So we're gonna roll with this. These are our plates. We like to use pie tins.
wait. When I look at something like this reminds me I'm in another part of the world.
We're not gonna use that one, remember? Back to health. We'll use a clean one. So we like to take, right, our running water, keeps everything clean. Now it's always important to get your your pie server in between the tin and the crust, because you know this is an Instagram world, and even though my mother-in-law said pie is messy and it should be falling over the plate, people like to take photos, so we have to make sure it looks good. So I'm going to just get this cut a little more.
You better get me out of this scene. If you want it to look good, I can't be in this scene.
So right underneath, the cheesecake does cut like a dream. To cut a little bit more. I don't know if you were strong enough on those slices, but first time, we'll forgive you. All right, so then right in the center of the plate,
Oh, wow.
right? We need it to look great. People are paying a lot for this pie. Now it's time for the flake. All
Now,
right.
is it in the wrist or in the drop?
I think it's in the wrist. We got right on the top there, right? We want people to, there you go. Make it look pretty, that's good. No, that's good, let's not get too excited
Wait,
there.
there's one of them out of... That one is not right. There we
You
go.
know, the frosted flakes we think make this pie, right? So we like people to have a good amount. This might be a little much than we would normally do, but
Should I blow some of it off?
no, we're gonna keep this on, right?
All right.
So that's perfect, because again, this one has been sort of a social media gem. People love to talk about it,
So if this was the Olympics, I would get, for style, 2, but
Yes.
for origination, 10.
I think personality, 10 as well.
Oh, you're the best. Whoa, whoa. You know what we ought to do? Let's go try some of this pie now.
I'm ready to eat some.
I've got the serial killer, which we finally grabbed hold of, and it's got cheesecake, and it has Fruity Pebbles inside of it, and it's like Mama used to make.
This is the Earl Grey that I've been hearing about. It is fantastic, multifaceted, multi-layers, wonderful home-baked crust, and then there's a layer of chocolate, and then there's the Earl Grey, and there's the whipped cream, and then there's pistachio. I'm in heaven.
This is, if you like cheesecake, you're gonna love this, because it sticks together, but the flavors all meld together. And then it has the flakes on it, which kind of gives you kind of a kid's kind of attitude to it. It's very, very fun.
I gotta try this. Here I am in the chocolate pie. It's Mexican chocolate. It's like Mexican hot chocolate, except it's Mexican hot chocolate pie. And the whipped cream's got coffee in it. And graham cracker crust. I mean, what else? I don't know what else to tell you. It's perfect. It all comes together perfect.
One of the beauties of the pile, besides all the great social things they do here, is they have items that come in and out. Now, I'm having a root beer float, which is in now, but it may be out for a while, but they always come back in.
Where's your straw? I'm gonna keep going.
You know, Ralph won the Soda Jerk Award on Santa Monica Pier about a couple of years ago. You can eat this and it's just exactly like a root beer float. A big dollop of ice cream it tastes like. It's got the root beer, it melts together, and it's one of the best floats I've had.
I actually should have a fork in every hand so that I could eat twice as fast or twice as much. This is so good.
Well,
cheers.
What a magnificent day.
What a day.
You know, we started early in the morning at Poppy and Rose.
Yes, we
had
did.
a magnificent breakfast. Love that chicken.
Lovely breakfast. You actually segued into lunch with that fantastic hamburger. But you know what? After that was a bread lounge. Freshly baked bread, freshly made sandwiches, everything house made. Really lovely.
And then we finished off with the pie at the Pie Hole. And 4 slices of pie. My goodness gracious. I'm going to go back for about 4 more.
Yeah, I think 8 pieces of pie an hour would be just
I would think
great.
so. And Serial Killer was in me, baby.
Well, I like the Earl Grey, but you know what? We've had a fantastic day, and we will see you all next time right here on Cheap Eats.
You guys try all these places. Keep on watching.